Hello viewers, I'm Simon Preston and this is Reggae Boyz commentary. In this video we're going to look at the players that have been called up for Jamaica for the upcoming CONCACAF Nations League. League B. Jamaica is going to take on Antigua and Barbuda on September 6th at the Montego Bay Sports Complex and then face Guyana on September 9 over in Guyana. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Goalkeepers: Andre Blake, Amal Knight, and Jeadine White. Fabion McCarthy, Damion Lowe, Adrian Mariappa, he's back in the squad. Kemar Lawrence, Shaun Francis, Devon Williams, Alvas Powell. New player Daniel Johnson, Preston North End attacking midfielder, 4 goals in 5 games in the championship this season. Andre L.A. Lewis, Je-Vaughn Watson, Leon Bailey, hashtag LBE9, Alex Marshall, Bobby Reid, Junior Flemmings, Brian Brown, Devon Orgill, Cory Burke, Shamar Nicholson, Peter Lee Vassell, and Je-Vaughn Isaacs. That's Jamaica's 23-man squad to take on Antigua and Barbuda and Guyana in the CONCACAF Nations League. Now, regardless of, I think no matter what squad that you put out there, and for you Reggae Boyz fans as well in the comments, we're always going to have a disagreement on one or two. I don't think we'll ever come to a stage where we're 100% satisfied with the 23-man squad. There's always going to be one player or two, or perhaps even more, that we're not satisfied that is in the squad, or 1 or 2 or more players that are not in the squad that should be in the squad. You know, I personally would love to see Ravel Morrison back, but I know he has his Jamaican passport for a fact. For a fact, I know he has a Jamaican passport, and I've seen it. The issue is the citizenship. I don't think the citizenship has come through just yet. I think that is the issue. And you look at Rolando Aarons at Newcastle United. That's another prospect that I believe could have added a bit of a spark to the setup. Why not? And we spoke about the defence as well. Jamie Lawrence in the near future. Ben Godfrey perhaps could be added to the mix in the near future. Andre Wisdom. That's just a few players that I think in the near future could be part of this pool. Adrian Mariappa right now, certainly. The veteran of the team, 32. Wow, he's 33 in October. Time flies. But as far as the new additions are concerned, Daniel Johnson, completely 100% agree on that. A man in form, and I believe should be part of the setup from he was 18 years of age at Aston Villa. That's what I believe. Where Bobby Reid is concerned, he's not in a purple patch of form, but he has the ability that in a matter of seconds he can unlock a defence. We saw it at Cardiff City, we saw it at Bristol City, now he's on loan at Fulham. Good player, but right now he's not at his best form. Still, who knows, with international football you could hit the ground running, or you may need some time to adjust. There's no Gareth McCleary in the squad, but I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I'm not going to cry over it. If he's part of the squad, I'll say, cool. If he's not in the squad like he is now, I'll say, okay. He would have added width, but I'm not disappointed that he's not in the squad. If you understand what I mean. The biggest disappointment for me in terms of not being in the squad would be Ravel Morrison. In terms of surprise from a Jamaican perspective or a local player perspective, Jamaican-born players, Darren Mattocks is not in the squad. Deservedly not in the squad, you could say, in some aspects. 2 goals for his entire season in MLS. He needs to find back his footing. And he needs to do so fast. Really fast. He's 28. And there are strikers that are coming. Strikers are coming for his place. And they're hungry. Shamar Nicholson has hit the ground running. I'm telling you, this guy is going far. So, Reggae Boyz fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments below about Jamaica's 23-player squad. Do you think it's enough to beat Antigua and Barbuda and Guyana? I certainly think so, but I do think we're going to have some problems in Guyana. So, don't be surprised if we only get 4 points. Whenever we travel to Guyana, we always have problems. The surface is one, the hostile environment. I know you may laugh at that because it's not Central America, but Guyana is not a place that you want to be too long in. There's a lot of concerns. Security. You know, the amount of time that we'll get to train at our facility. But as far as quality on the pitch is concerned, we have more than enough to beat them. Son Cox will be a handful for the Guyanese team. For sure. There's another player that they had. Matthew Briggs. Yeah. Those are 2 players to keep a close eye on. Guyana. Bashami Allen in defence for Antigua. Bashami Allen. Yeah, he's going to be something to keep an eye on. Josh Parker. Matthew Hall if he's in the mix. Good defensive players. We beat them 2-0 last year away from home and drew 1-1 at home. But in this league we have CONCACAF Nations League. The reason why we need the victories is not only to get promoted to League A. For me right now that's not my priority. It's about remaining in the top 6 of the CONCACAF rankings so that we can have a smoother passage to Qatar. Because if we're not in the top 6, we're going to have to play a playoff. And 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 a playoff. 8. Much more difficult. I'd rather be one of 6 teams competing for 3 spots than be one of 29 teams competing for half a spot. Half a spot is not even a guaranteed spot. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. Tapa, don't let us down. Don't you dare take Antigua and Barbuda, Aruba, or Guyana lightly. Because if you do, the country will never forget about what you did. We already have that chip on the shoulder. We already have that scar from the Caribbean Cup 2 years ago. I bit my lip about it, but I'm not biting it anymore. Curaçao fielded their best 11. We did not. Yes, they escaped with a narrow victory. But can you imagine if we had a better team out there on the day? We would have got another Caribbean Cup title to our name. Perhaps a gift to Captain Horace Burrell. The Caribbean is catching up. We need to understand that. We're not, I repeat, we are not going to beat sides 8 and 10 and 12 anymore. We're not. We'll give a side a 6 love, yeah, Bonaire. But those days are coming to an end. The Eastern Caribbean, they're getting facilities. The small territories, they're getting coaching. They're using their talent from their diaspora, from England, from Spain, from France, from Holland, from the States, from Canada. They're using it. We're not supposed to lose a single game in League B of the CONCACAF Nations League We have Aruba, Guyana, and Antigua and Barbuda, home and away. If we don't get less than 18 points, that's a failure in my books. Reggae Boyz fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Reggae Boyz Commentary.